I'd like to welcome everybody to the Y108 Bowser Nissan Theater. We are happy to be joined by Big Loud Records, Jillian and Jaqcueline.
Hi.
All right, so we were talking just a few minutes ago. You started out life in, what is it, Chester Springs, PA?
Yes, which I have been informed is not Pennsylvania.
Well, because it's Philadelphia suburb. We don't consider Philadelphia part of
Really
PA, just like
offended.
you guys don't consider yourself part of PA.
I never said that.
Well, you didn't, but most people in Philly did.
Yeah, Philly. I mean, I considered myself more of a suburban, small town kid. But when I say, like, when I'm in Nashville, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm from Philly, because they don't know what that means. But, you know, when I'm in Pittsburgh, I try not to say it too loud. When I was opening for Billy Currington, I was telling him, I said that to the crowd. I was like, so I'm from Pennsylvania, but, like, from the other side near Philly. And it was crickets in the audience. I was like, just kidding.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to say that.
Cat's out of the bag on that one.
I know.
So here's the thing. If you're from Philly, you've been, the Philadelphia cheesesteaks, Pat's or Geno's?
Listen, okay.
This is an important answer.
I have done both because I usually go right before I'm about to leave, like go to the airport, which is always a bad idea. I eat one and then I get on a plane. Horrible, horrible idea. But I've tried both. They both taste the same with Cheese Whiz, honestly. I'm not going to lie. I just get the Cheese Whiz and I don't tell the difference.
Because, that is a dividing line in Philadelphia. Either you're a Pat's or a Geno's.
Yeah, there's also John's.
John's.
So usually I just go for
But John's is downtown. This is out kind of.
I'm just going to say Pat's, whatever.
There you go. Hey, I don't mind that. All right. So let's say we go back to your hometown, Chester Springs.
Yeah.
What are we doing? What are you taking us to see? What are we going to go do?
Oh, I'd probably show you guys the conversion van, the big minivan that my sisters and I rode around in, and that was how we would get to our gigs. And we had a huge blue poster that my mom had made at a graphic design store, and it said the Little Women Band. And we would go to play a fair or a festival, and we would park the van next to the stage and hang the banner across the van as our marquee for the band. It was super high tech.
Oh, so
yeah.
So you're the only thing in that town.
Yeah. I don't know what. Yeah, basically. There's not a lot of people in Nashville from Chester Springs, so yeah.
But in Chester Springs too. I'm not even sure if
very
there's
small town.
I was gonna say, is there even a stoplight?
There's a couple,
okay.
Yeah, and I've run through a few of them. I ran out of gas at a couple of them. Yeah, I went to high school in the town over, Downingtown East. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So you did move to New York. Mm-hmm. You spent 5 years on Broadway with some guy named Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
Well, technically, so Kenny's show, I was on Broadway when I was 9 with Kenny, 1998, and it was called Christmas from the Heart. It was a beautiful play he had written, and Hallmark bought it, and they put it on at the Beacon Theater in New York. And then it went on tour for 5 years. So essentially, it was 6 years of touring, being on a tour bus and experiencing, playing the same show every night. And he was a huge mentor for me. He taught me so much of what I kind of think about today as an artist is the most important stuff that I carry with me. And he used to say something really cool that I love to share with people. It was that a great artist is who they are, who the audience thinks they are, and who they think they are, who the audience thinks they are, and who they actually are is all the same person. So sort of this transparency and just honesty. And he really was that way, and is still. When you see him on stage and then you see him backstage, he's the same exact person. So I loved that about him.
Well, now we're going to find out who you are.
Oh, me? Okay.
What do you do to get away from music?
I read a lot of books. I love to read. It's been a little tough on radio tour, not going to lie. Sometimes in the car, I don't love to read, but yeah, I try to read a lot. I listen to a ton of music, other music, not my own. What else do I do? I like to hike every now and then, but I haven't exercised in a while, so probably shouldn't admit that. That's one of my New Year's resolutions.
You're not doing very well with that.
I know.
Well, you're in the 98th percentile with that. Everybody has a New Year's resolution.
Does anybody actually stick to them?
Has anybody in the audience stuck to theirs?
So far?
Exactly.
It's only been what?
So you're fine.
Yeah.
We're 16 days in?
Yeah.
All right, so favorite app on your phone?
Instagram.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I can see that. Favorite go-to meal?
Go-to meal?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh.
Whether it be something mom cooks or whether it be something you get on the road.
Macaroni and cheese is my comfort food. So if I'm ever really hungry and just want something to make me feel good, it's mac and cheese.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite movie? If you're flipping through the TV and that movie's on, you're not stopping. I mean, you're stopping. You're not moving.
Yeah, right. That's a good question. Well, my favorite movie is a French film. It's called Amélie. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but it's amazing. Have you guys seen it? I saw nods of approval. It's just visually so cool, so I love that movie. But I've never seen it on TV while flipping through the channels. Also, Zoolander is one of my favorite movies. I know that's so random, but the gas scene when they're filling up their cars with gas is awesome.
I guess I'll have to see it.
You've never seen Zoolander? That's a crime.
Confession of mine, yes. I have never seen it.
Oh, man, you need to watch it tonight.
Apparently. And I'm not going to watch that French movie. I'm sorry.
I know. I figured that. There's subtitles. A lot of guys are like, what? I don't want to read my movie, so
exactly.
I understand.
So, favorite junk food?
This is really weird, but those Fritos, the curly ones that are barbecue flavored, yes, right? Every time I'm at a gas station, I'm like, why do I want these? I want them. Or Cheetos. I love, yeah.
All right, so we're going to switch up and go from favorite to worst. Worst habit?
Probably biting my nails. And what's another worst habit? Oh gosh, that's probably one of my worst. Yeah.
Biting your nails?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, now what's something you collect? Because everybody has something they collect. They don't always admit to it, but somebody always has.
Yeah, I don't collect anything too weird. I collect postcards from wherever I go.
So you're going to find a Pittsburgh postcard?
Sure. Yeah. I like the old ones.
Wow, way to brush that off like that was
listen,
nothing.
I don't like the gas station ones. I like old vintage postcards. So if I go to like a cool store and they have the old timey ones, I like those. Or flea markets, I find a lot of postcards.
All right, and this question is only because I did this tonight. I injured myself while sleeping. I don't know how I pulled that off. Yeah, I did something to my ankle. Who knows? But
maybe like a nightmare. You were jerking. in your
sleep? I don't know. What's the dumbest thing you've ever done to injure yourself?
Oh, this is so dumb. So this happened a long time ago. I was standing in the backyard with my sisters for a photo. My mom was taking a picture, and I positioned myself right under a row of icicles. It was in the winter, and I just was standing there, and an icicle just fell off and literally stabbed me in the cheek, and I had a scar for a month. So that was my stupidest thing that I've ever done.
Just think how close you came to being with a patch.
Totally. I could have lost an eye.
You could have.
Could have been pirate vibes right now. I missed out on that.
And the final question I always ask, I ask it one of two ways. Let's say you're in a $1 million karaoke contest, but you have to bring it. You have to bring that cover song.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Let's give him something to talk about. Bonnie Raitt.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that.
Oh no, definitely not. Everybody knows it. It's fun.
But that's just it. Everybody knows it, so you really have to get
Step
into
it up. Yeah.
Yeah, you just can't just grab a mic and sing it.
So true. Well, I have to be honest. I did a lot of karaoke as a child because my mom just was like, "Oh, she likes to sing. I'll take her to karaoke bars." And so now I have a weird aversion to them because I did it so much as a kid. So I don't do that much karaoke. But for you guys, I mean, if you guys all want to go out to a karaoke bar, I would do that for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I do have to ask, too. I fibbed. Not last. No, your fingernails.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, they're multicolored because last night you were on Seth Meyers, and your outfit was colorful, to say the least.
Well, it's Roy G. Biv. You know when you were a kid and you had to learn all the colors? The red, green, blue?
Yes.
All the primary colors?
Yeah.
So basically, this is exactly the shirt I was wearing. We've got yellow, red, green, blue, white.
Don't sell the pants short either.
Oh, yeah, the pants had the same colors on them. It was a lot of fun.
Now, do you think ahead? I mean, was that something? Did you have to all right, my TV debut,
Yeah.
Seth Meyers, millions of people are going to see this. What am I going to wear?
Pretty much.
How long did it take?
Probably a week. I had a stylist that helped me find stuff, and then we also had a yellow microphone. We had it painted, and we had this little lightning bolt created to go on the front because we have a logo with my JJ and a lightning bolt. So we kind of did all the cool little details so that when people saw it, they would remember.
I was going to say, see, that's something you don't think about.
Yeah.
You think about all that stuff goes into that.
Totally. Yeah. I wanted to make it as me as possible. So.
Jillian, Jaqcueline.
Thank you.